You still find yourself working and installing large digital signs on the sides of obscure highways? Understand that you're helping build the prison around us right now. Know that, okay? Because I've done 400 miles today, and the only thing I've seen going on is they're installing large, new digital signs so the government can talk to you while you're out in the middle of nowhere, which is where I'm at. Middle of nowhere, and that's all that's going on. And for any of you telecom workers, phone company workers, electricians, private contractors that are installing small transponders on telephone poles or every third telephone pole, flagpole, if they say mimosa on the back, those are 5G transceivers. And again, you're building your own personal prison around you right now. I'm really wondering when people are going to figure this out for themselves, if ever. My people perish for lack of wisdom, lack of knowledge. That's what's happening right now, and that's what will happen. I've been screaming from the rooftops as long as I possibly can. My channel's finally gotten 2 video takedown notices as of today. I had to go to copyright school. And here we go. I don't even know what videos they took down. Copyright takedown requests for videos on your channel. You need to complete copyright school. That hasn't happened in a long time, and I'm not even sure what videos were taken down. 1 day ago, 2 days ago, I'm not even sure. Awesome. You need to understand that by simply looking, you can find out that the numbers they're giving us for COVID-19 deaths are bullshit. In Italy, 12% were actually COVID-19 victims, which means they got a flu and died. For all those that are sending me videos of doctors talking about this secret new drug that doctors are prescribing themselves, that's bullshit. That's absolute bullshit, because it's a simple flu. Eat a couple of oranges, go outside, get some sun. Exactly the opposite of what they're telling you.
I just sat back and watched for a while because there was so much, and still is, so much conflicting information out there. I mean, you'll read one set of articles where people say, this is nothing more than a stronger flu. You know, it's just a more aggressive flu. And you see that in the scientific community enormously. The scientists are all saying, why are we doing this? And then you hear the hysteria in the mainstream media that 200 million people are going to die. And, oh, we've got to shut down, you know, the entire global world economy. We've got to put people out of work, out of business. We got to put in $6 trillion into, you know, circulation to support the flu.
Before I forget, right off the bat, I've been telling people that according to peer-reviewed paperwork from the medical community that go back all the way to Louis Pasteur, I believe, a virus has never actually been proven to kill anyone. Is that correct in your medical opinion?
Well, I would take that a step further. A virus has never been proven to exist that causes disease. So if it doesn't exist, it certainly cannot kill anyone.
You know what I'm saying? So here we are, weeks into this, and as I told you, the screws are tightening. States are locking down, and just like I told you a week and a half, 2 weeks ago when I was showing you the laws, they're locking down states and then passing laws so that if you go outside, when they told you not to, they can charge you money or throw you in a jail. They're going steps further now, where if you don't wear a mask in public, do you understand what the mask in public does? It helps their agenda, because sheep are sheep. And when they see everybody wearing a mask, even though they have no clue why, it brings the fear home. Well, we don't have any deaths. I don't know anybody that died, but everyone's wearing a mask, so this must be real. And now they're going to start fining you if you don't wear a mask. Here's the deal. Viruses come from inside the body. It's housekeeping. Everybody gets sick. You can't get a virus unless it is attached to a vehicle of some sort and injected into your body. Period. Now, That's not my opinion, and it's never been my opinion. It's been the opinion of Dr. Kaufman, Dr. Tenpenny, the 22 world specialists that came out in the mainstream and said that this is all ridiculous. It's a mild flu. H1N1 was way worse. And as a matter of fact, flus, just a regular old flu, just as nature intended, have killed more people since January till now than COVID-19. Because COVID-19 isn't a very strong flu. They've got people tricked, sitting at home, scared, nervous sheeple sitting at home who are under the most unbelievable amounts of stress and fear because nobody's got a job anymore. Everything's come to a grinding halt. Military are showing up in towns and counties and all over the United States now. That's out of the bag.
I see you having a good time over there. You quarantining in style. I see you. Alright. Alright. I'm Big Elvis the Chef Rosenberg on YouTube. Big Elvis the Chef Rosenberg. You ain't gonna remember. On YouTube. On YouTube. Yeah. And the title's gonna be Riding Through Newark. She having a good time. She only been to New York City 2 times in her whole life. I love it. And she cut me off. Yo, that sun is so white and so bright. I have my shades on. Normally, I would take this opportunity to sun gaze. I'm looking, like out of habit, I'm looking directly into the sun. But I've already done a video on why you shouldn't look into the sun. No looking into that damn sun. Because that is a new sun. That ain't the old sun we used to have. That's the new one. That's the new LED white. Bubbling hot white. It's just, it'll do to your skin what has never been done before. It'll definitely burn you unlike ever before. So I just wanted to ride through Newark, well, the city of Newark. This is like their business district. And they got something like a few $1 billion a couple of years ago. And they did so much amazing things in Newark for ADOS and the ADOS community. That was Cory Booker, I believe, the mayor. And we actually bring our kids over here for like the Martin Luther King celebrations and the museums that are out here. And then just they have all these little centers where you can they got tons of centers where you can have hands-on experience with science and arts and, you know, utilizing even things like oil paints. And it's pretty amazing what they got out here, you know. And a lot of people do utilize it too. It's being used. It's not like an empty space. Like you go to Harlem and you turn around and it's like only the certain amount of the same people go out and take advantage of the historical ADOS sections of Harlem. You're gonna find very few people that are new popping in. It's usually just the same group of people taking advantage of things, whereas there's no new influx of just new people experiencing what's available. And that's what I always dislike about Harlem. You know, you have, I guess, those, you get that type of crew, and you know, it's kind of sad. I feel like I'm speeding. I'm only going 22. Look at all the stores in Newark. Shut down. You know, I had to tell some family members this week that if I would have told you that America was going to shut down 90% of the mom and pops were going to get shut down. 90% of the mom and pops were going to all get shut down. And oh, beautiful. City Hale. Normally there's like 50 cops on this damn avenue. No exaggeration. It's like 50 cops on this avenue. I dare a person to try to get away with a U-turn like that on a normal business day like today. I would challenge that. Like, wow, I did like a full U-turn on this avenue. Interesting. This place is freaking deserted. Wow. The birds do sound very beautiful. Yeah, you couldn't get away with that quarantine. That's bizarre to me, to see cars speeding like that on this Ave. Wow. See how many people on the bus. Oh, the bus is like almost all tinted. Let me get off this lane. This guy's mad at me. Look, he's gonna run somebody over. Jesus. Well, maybe I'm mistaken. Maybe this is normal to ride down this Ave this fast. No, I'm through here at least once every 3-4 months. I'm coming through here, and it's like cops on every freaking block. Parkhurst. Ooh, the gas is $2.19 over here. But I don't really gas up in the hood. I gotta keep it real. I try not to gas up in the hood in Jersey. Even though I do prefer Mobil and Exxon over all of the gas, and not because it's a better gas. As you get I don't want to say it. I'll talk about it in another video. It's very controversial. Look at this house. That caught my eye. Riding through Newark. Not a lot of people outside. Usually this right here, this block here, hopping. You know, this block here is usually hopping. Oh man, did we miss Richie from Boston? I paused it and let me see. Hopefully I don't. All right, bear with me. I'm gonna make this right. Hopefully this thing does not switch over the Bluetooth. Okay, good, it's working fine. Let's get Richie from Boston back on. I must have tapped the button on. Yeah, here we go.
Okay? People are sitting at home in their houses, not getting any fresh air, watching mainstream that's continually telling them the symptoms of disease, which if you sit there long enough and you're weak-minded enough, like certain people I know that I'm actually related to somehow, you will start getting these symptoms. You see what I'm saying? If all of this is true, why are they lying about the numbers? And not by a little bit. 88% bullshit in Italy? That's a big number. That's mainstream reporting that. You see what I'm saying? If this is such an unbelievable calamity, why is New York getting caught using pictures of mannequins? Because the hospitals are overflowing and there's so many patients, but they still have time to have a mannequin or two with people dressed up around it. This is complete and utter bullshit. They're taking away the United States. And as a matter of fact, they've taken away the United States officially. Look at Donald Trump, the actor, billionaire, capitalist, Israel-loving Zionist Donald Trump. You'll notice the presidential seal of the United States has been gone.
You know your bite is poisonous, and now I'm going to die.
I mentioned that about a week ago, and people are just once again starting to catch up. It says, the White House, Washington. That's never happened before. He's doing it every... ...2019, a few months ago, about this exact same thing. And then it happens, and you think that's completely organic?
The line between disinformation and misinformation is not always an easy one to find.
The line between misinformation and disinformation is not always easy to find. Wow. They say anything to the public. Some people might think this was a little harsh, but you know what?
Distrust relates to the health system more generally. A step up from the part of the government on enforcement actions against fake news.
I think a couple of things we have to consider are, even before this began, the anti-vaccine movement was very strong, and this is something specifically through social media that has spread.
Welcome to the...
Can you hear the man expressing himself? The way propaganda is used is, this video, I could be with a very scary, shaky phone, crying out how this is the apex and this is how bad it has gotten, and you can see that this is a person who is suffering from some sort of virus, and the truth of the matter is this guy has been in this spot doing what he's doing from his drug addicted habit. This is what makes him happy. This is him killing the pain, going to a space of happiness. the media could take this picture and run wild with it. I don't even think I should post this, because right there they could have said we witnessed a man die. But no, he's alive. Watch this. See? If I ring it loud enough, I can get this man to walk over here and take $1 out of my fucking hand. There you go. He's coming back to life. You see, I know the evils of the world. I know what's truly going on. I have my hand on the pulse of this city. I understand how the Matrix utilizes this kind of thing to promote an agenda. So if I stop speaking long enough, this could be used to push an agenda. Get your ass up. And I'm not fucking with him. I'm helping him stay out of the Matrix. Like, stay in the Matrix. And he's fine. And these are his boys. These are his friends right here. How? And they just got their fix, and they are absolutely where they want to be. Hey, yo, y'all think that's COVID, or you think he's happy? Y'all think he's happy? Yeah. So I hope no one takes this footage and turns this into proof of the apex that we're going through in this city, because these guys here are exactly where they want to be, who they want to be. They are where they want to be, being who they want to be. Back to my friend. Yo! There you go. Yeah, man. Yeah. Newark, where the Huron will for Huron keep you here on. Forget about it. So Newark has turned out to be a little bit of a gem, a little bit of a lesson in how propaganda can be used to push an agenda. Do I not post this video so that I somehow stifle the agenda? I don't know. That's something that we will have to see. Will I then go from 100 views to now 3,000 views? Will somehow this make it in the media and push some sort of agenda? God bless that man. There is no God, but if there is a God, I'm sure he is necessary to keep this, to keep us turning, this proverbial earth, this manufactured reality. I don't know. Newark, stand up. I feel like I should turn back around and go deeper into the hood of Newark instead of going to where the downtown Newark area is. I don't know. I'm appreciative to everyone that's watching. And that was Richie from Boston. The channel will be soon gone. Burn the video. Yo, a lot of this stuff you're gonna definitely have to burn. Like, we're gonna have to get like the Corbett Report on DVDs and Richie from Boston on DVDs, you know, because when they want to shut down the internet, you know, it's like they don't care. You know, the internet gets shut down, then what you gonna do? How you gonna get around? Do you have an atlas? My new thing is I got an atlas in every car. I bought my cousin an atlas. I bought my best friend an atlas. I bought a bunch of atlas. I spent a lot of money on buying atlases. I'm gonna let this bus go to my left. But I have an atlas in my car, and I was looking for the oldest one they got. The hell with 2020. The powers that be are gonna have the power to change anything that they want. The powers that be could, you know, make the 2020 map the worst map. You might want a 2014 map to some degree. This bar be popping. This is where it gets very Anglo. This is where it starts to get Anglo. The little cute pubs are here and, you know, that kind of stuff, you know. This is where you're going to get some dog walking. I'm going to turn around and slide back. I noticed that my phone has been only giving me about 30 minutes, and then it doesn't appear to cut off on my end, but it cuts off on your end. So I'm going to stop in the next minute. Maybe we'll go up to one block here. And if I go through the hood, maybe I'll press record again, like a part 2 of Newark. Because you can't do Newark in a day. Newark is huge. I mean, really huge. This is just the business district. The residential and the hood and the foods and, oh, it's so much. I love coming to Newark. You know, I'm heavy in the tri-state. You know, that's why I really don't try to claim Harlem or Brooklyn. You know, I was born in Brooklyn, and I worked and lived in Harlem, and then I moved up to Inwood and Washington Heights in the last like 10 years. But for the most part, I look at myself as tri-state Elvis all day long, opposed to, you know, me representing where I was born and raised, because that's all my mother truly could afford, you know. And she did the best she could do, you know. She put me in an Italian neighborhood as a kid, and that's why I say forget about it all the damn time. And, you know, she thought that was going to be a good way for her to, you know, be the best mom she could be. You know, that was for her. You know, I'm putting my kid around whites. You know, my mother wanted to assimilate so bad. She really wanted to assimilate, but, you know, she never got the chance. As much as she tried. Yeah, man. I'm out here. But it's crazy is that you got police cars with no cops in the cars. Normally, there's like no exaggeration. There's so many police on this avenue. So many police. This right here is Market Street and Broad Street. Market and Broad? What? Cops don't play. You better have you all your stuff together. Now it's a ghost town. They just got empty police cars. The 7-Eleven is still open. We need to write down all the stores that are open, honestly, and just stop going to the stores that are open when this whole thing finishes. Just totally stop going. Because they obviously are in on it. Come on. Wow. They're in on it. They're down. They're totally in on it. Thank you for watching. Boom.